What is up, everybody? On our way back in for another evening hunt. Starting the long walk back in here to where I had such a great night the other night, and I'm hoping for a repeat. Only way I could get any better is if a big mature buck showed his face in there tonight, so I had to skip my morning hunt, go to the doctor for the first time in many years. Neglected to take care of myself. Kind of lost myself there for a little while, so I just want to take this time to discuss a little gratitude about how grateful I am for coming up in an outdoorsy family and instilling this passion for the outdoors in me, because I couldn't imagine a life where I didn't spend so much time in the woods and everything. And also just talk about how grateful I am to my wife for putting up with all my crap and understanding how much I love this stuff and taking steps to help me to come out here and pursue these bucks. And I'm trying my very best to express more and more gratitude, because it wasn't but just a couple years ago, and as shameful as it is to admit that I was going out and sitting in the woods with a pint of Apple Crown Royal and getting so wasted I had to tie myself to the tree to make sure I didn't pass out and fall to my death. So as I sit here a couple years sober, and I just keep getting closer and closer to getting my big public land recurve buck, I just wanted to make sure I took the time to discuss how grateful I was and how much I love being able to come out here and film it, and very therapeutic to film my hunts. And I didn't turn my phone volume down. I'm glad that went off way up here and not sitting in a deer stand with a big buck back there, but just think it's important to remember where you came from and where you've been and who helped get you there. And that's it. Grateful. I'll see you guys back there in the setup. Well, shit. I literally just got to my setup spot. I was about to get up the tree, standing here looking for the perfect tree, and I looked up and seen a deer running off. It was a really nice buck, man. Damn it. Man. I took my time coming up that creek and was turkey calling the whole way and everything. I think the wind all of a sudden shifted and blew up towards him, but that sucks. But I think I found me a tree. Man. I was about to set up in the bottom too. I almost freaking did. Ah, damn it. Oh well, it's not over yet. He could very well still come back. I might set up and try to rattle at him, maybe confuse him. Or maybe I'll just set up and not make a noise and just let, when all the does and everything come in to feed here later tonight, maybe they'll bring him back. I think that's probably the better plan. Alright, we're gonna try to get over here, get up a tree, get ready, and hopefully he'll come back later tonight. I'm optimistic. Man, that sucks. He was right there. He's at 20 yards. I walked right to him. Shit. Alright, time to climb a tree. Alright, well, I made it. Got myself tucked in this oak tree without standing cover. Rubs, scrapes, all around me. Already seen a big buck literally right here, just underneath of where I'm set up. I forgot my face mask. But luckily enough, I think I got some camo face paint in my saddle. That buck, he ran with the wind, so I mean that's really the only good news is I don't really think he ever smelled me. That wind swirled around just for a second towards him, but then it got straightened back out, and now everything's pulling, already blowing back towards the lake, the opposite direction of what he went. And here soon the temperatures should start dropping a little bit. I'm hoping. We're hitting a warm front, so I'm hoping that doesn't mess with the thermals any, but once the temperature starts dropping, it should start pulling all my scent right down towards the creek. And there's a sandbar down there that I filmed just a minute ago that is just like wallered to beat the band with deer sign. I just texted my pops to see if he thought I should call it that buck, or if I should just kind of shut the F up and wait and see if he comes back on his own. I'm kind of thinking, and I'm sure this is probably what my dad's going to say. He's going to say to shut the F up and just sit here and wait and see what happens. Let's see here. I think we need to throw in a little black striping just to kind of break up the outline just a little bit. Look at that. Oh yeah. And we are camouflaged and ready to hunt. Man. This goes to show you that even when you do everything right, man, I come up that creek, moving only with the wind, clucking my turkey call, moving nice and slow, glassing ahead of me. I'm not, man, there's a scrape right there under that beech tree that's rubbed all to beat the band. I guarantee you he was standing there probably rubbing that scrape. The fact that he was working that scrape makes me think I should maybe call at him, but not sure. Maybe we'll see what my pop says. See what he thinks about the situation. Sorry I didn't turn my camera on fast enough to get that buck recorded. I looked up and seen the white hind end of a deer running away, and then looked up just in time to see his rack. So. Good spot, good wind. It's the rut, so hopefully he just turns around and comes back here later tonight with some does coming in here to feed on all these oaks. There's definitely buck sign like nobody's business right here, so I'd say I got really great chances. Alright, we're gonna start waiting. Shaking his wings and stuff. I've been up in the tree for about 25 minutes and already had that turkey come in, so I guess I got up here quite enough anyways. Dad's advice was grunt and or bleat, no horns, so hopefully I can entice him to come back in here since he was working that scrape already when I walked up on him. If my grunt call would work. Just a side note while I'm thinking about it. That scrape is just inside the cover, where even if I'd have seen him the other night, which I seen other deer moving back and forth in the cover, I'd say he was here the other night when I had all them deer around me. He just didn't come out of the cover. So now I've moved deeper into the cover. I'm sitting right on top, above where all of them deer was the other day. So, as long as I didn't booger him up too bad, I'd say he's probably going to come back with the does at some point tonight. And I've got an absolutely phenomenal wind to kill him if he comes back down this ridge line. Sitting just outside of this transitional cedar edge, right in this bowl. There's a little bowl in the creek bed right here. I feel good. I feel real good about it. I think we're gonna get him, boys and girls. Alrighty, well, just like I was hoping would happen. Thermals are starting to pull now, pulling my scent right down into the creek. Does incoming down the hill. As they get down here and start feeding around me, it's just a matter of time before he shows up. Spirits are high. Already got does. Feeding up high back here behind me. They're exposed and out in the open. I don't think that buck's gonna want to go up there. I think he's gonna want to come in low, down here where these scrapes and rubs are. There's a line of beech trees that lead down on this point. So I'm thinking as long as he doesn't come in too low and get down in the creek. I was gonna set up to shoot the creek, but and I mean I still might be able to if it gets out in the open down there, but the does are up high and I'm pretty confident if he comes back tonight low. Want to check their thermals. Send check and see if there's any dose and heat up there. I think tonight's the night. Tonight's the night I'm gonna put Big Boy on the ground. Well, I was wrong again. He's up the hill chasing does. That doesn't mean they will work their way down here eventually. I hope so. I mean, they're running all over that hillside up there, so I'm really hoping they make their way down this way eventually. Last time I seen them, they were going that way, which ain't bad. That means I got a great weight if they come down through this, the edge of this little beach thicket. Still got plenty of daylight, so we'll keep our fingers crossed they come back this way. I could jump from this tree right now. That was the perfect shot at freaking 10 feet. I don't know if the arrow come off crooked. Myself more in my entire life. At least there's still deer around. I don't know, maybe he'll come back by me. God, I fucking hate myself. There's bugs everywhere, 'cause the universe likes to play big cruel jokes on me. Meh, meh. Meh, meh. Meh, meh.